Hello students, welcome to Competitive Exam Library. Today we are going to see what are the starters are used. Okay, starters are used for starting of induction motors. Starters are used for starting of induction motors. So there are different types of starters are there. So first of all we will understand why we have to use the starters in case of the inductors. Okay, so three phase starters are required. What are the purpose it is required? The starters is first to reduce the high starting current. Okay, so to reduce or to protect against high starting current, that is the first point. Next one is next to protect against the overload condition. Next one is under voltage condition. So to avoid or to protect against all these conditions, we are going to use the starters in case of the induction motors. And there are different types of starters are also there. So first one is auto transformer starter. Okay, auto transformer starter. Second one is star delta starter. Another one is direct online. Okay, direct online starter, that is normally we will call it as the DOL starter. Next, fourth one is rotor resistance starter. Another one is stator resistance starter. So there are different types of methods are there resistance starter, but in your syllabus you will have only star delta starters are there. Okay, so let us discuss what is the star delta starter. So why it is having only star delta is very popular in laboratories. We will use the star delta starter in laboratories very popularly. That's why we are going to explain star delta starter, and it is also there in the syllabus. So let us understand what is the star delta starter. So in case of star delta starter, okay, so here one first basic condition is required is, so motors having stator winding. Okay, so first motors having stator winding with the stator winding to be connected in delta, that type of motors we are going to use this star delta operation. So all the 6 terminals. Okay, and by using, I will show the diagram by using double throw triple pole switch. You see here this double throw triple pole or phases will be same. Switch in the starting. Okay, first what we will do, switch in starting are placed in star connection. So switch in the starting we are going to use. So first we will connect the stator winding in the star connection. So because of that, what will happen is the voltage. Okay, so voltage across each phase will be reduced by how much? Each phase will be reduced by 1 by root 3 times, because we already know the line voltage will be root 3 times of phase voltage. Okay, so 1 V phase divided by root 3. So because of that, as the motor speed, okay, as the motor picks the speed, we will change this connection to delta, change to delta. That is what we are doing. Okay, so then once again we are going to connect the delta connection, so we are going to get the normal voltage. In case of delta, the line voltage and phase voltage are equal, because as the in starting your voltage is reduced by 1 by root 3, so the starting current will be reduced. For the starting of the induction motor. So then once again, so how much value it is going to bring means 1/3 value of it is going to bring, so that it is a very cheap method. And another advantage, I will show the diagram, cheap method it is. Okay, next but it is limited to, so where high starting torque is required means you cannot apply this method. Okay, high starting is required means you cannot apply this method. You see the diagram here, I already collected the diagram. So if you observe this diagram, so we have the stator winding. Okay, we have the stator winding. Okay, I will bring this diagram to the middle. You see here, we have the stator winding. As we told, the stator winding may be normally we are going to connect it as delta connected, this one. So this is connected for each phases, R phase, and we have this one is another thing. This one is a supply DPST. Okay, supply TPST. This is a supply TPST. TPST means triple pole single throw switch. Okay, that is the TPST. Next we have, then the rotor is, it is like this. Then what we will do, see this is the part important for us. This is the very important for us. So here it is a star delta starter will be there. Initially the stator will be in the delta connection, so delta connection. Then what we will do, at the starting condition I will place in the star connection which was connected downwards. Okay, here you can observe this you see this switch will be, this is called, that is called as the double. Okay, so what we will call it as double pole. So I given the name, you can see once again what is that, sorry, double throw triple pole switch. Why means double throw triple pole means 3 phases. Okay, so here 3 phases will be there, RYB. Then double throw means you can throw either in star connection or you can shift to delta connection. While it is starting, we are placing in the star connections so that the starting current will be reduced. Then while it is under running condition, then once again we will shift to, whenever we will keep whenever it is attained the its somewhat rated speed, then we will push this switch into delta connection during the running condition. This is what happened in case of the star delta starter. So next we will see what are the important formulas regarding to the induction motor. So first formula you are going to get here, that is Ns is equals to 120 F by P. So very useful for the problem. Next it is, from this only, if you want the frequency, Ns into P divided by 120. Next, if you want to P, number of poles is 120 F by Ns. These are the first formula we got in the induction motor. Next we got another formula is slip. Okay, so slip is very important, Ns minus N divided by Ns into 100. If you want to express in terms of percentage, you are going to multiply slip. Okay, so normally it is represented with S. Next it is at starting. Okay, at starting condition, so what is the N is equals to 0, slip value will becomes 1. Okay, that is a one formula. Next one is another formula, the rotor speed will be taken as Ns into 1 minus S. From that formula only we are already defined. This is the rotor speed. Next Another one is we have the formula of the rotor side, rotor EMF per phase. So what is the rotor EMF per phase is S times of E2. Next we have rotor reactance per phase. Rotor reactance per phase is equals to S into X2. So next we have rotor frequency. Rotor frequency is how much? Once again, that is F dash, we have taken it as S times of F. So these are all formulas up to now we are discussed, and from this only you are going to get the problems in the external exam. So that's all in this video. So this is the closing class of the induction motor and the fifth module also. So in the next video we will see what are the problems are asked from this induction motor from the previous external papers. If you are seeing first time this channel, please like, share and subscribe the channel. If you have any queries, you can comment in the comment box. I can reply. Thank you very much.